Hey folks, what is up? This is one big Bugga, and I am coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2. And I'm kind of keeping an ear because you may be able to hear my mother started coughing just as I started recording this. And if she goes into too much of a coughing fit, I will have to help her, which will mean you either will never see this, or if it goes on long enough, you're going to get a part A and part B. Um, Maybe. Actually, I think I remember the pause button for the recording is F11, so I may pause the game, at which point you really won't know it much, except what I tell you. I have no idea where I'm going with this. Um, but long story short, we recently upgraded our engine to 400 horsepower. We did a tandem trailer long haul with it, and we weren't particularly happy with any of the jobs that were offered. So we're going to take a very short job and drop that off in a new town and then see what else is available. Um, and if we don't find an Iveco dealership soon, we're either going to go with the Renault or um, I'm kind of waiting to level 10 till I buy a new truck because I think at level 10 I can shop online. I don't actually have to physically go to the dealerships, which eats up game time. Um, and that's kind of what I'm looking forward to doing. So, something I wanted to try later, not now. I want to see if I can change the configuration so I can put the horns on as well as have a lower light bar. I think that's possible, but I haven't looked. Um, but yeah, then we're gonna see what's available in the other job. The other thing we may do is we may put the extended cab on this truck, the high top cab. But we'll see. But for now, did we set the GPS? Yes, we did set our GPS to go and pick up the fresh fish. That's a heavy cargo and an important delivery, but this should be fine. And of course, it's going to ask us, oh, make sure your truck's set up. Yeah, look, it's fine. This is even lighter than the last load we hauled, and we hauled that one just fine too. This is less than 30 tons. Oh, right. Actually, I can back right into this. And we can check this real quick. Want this? We're looking to change our light bar to this one. And if we do that, can we put horns up here? We can. We can put our horns up there. And then we can change this light. Oh, we can put beacons now. We've got beacons. Wonder what that means. Probably heavy hauler. So we can put beacons here. Or twirlers, but we'll do the pulse beacons. And then we'll just throw that on there. I don't know how these horns are going to sound, but now we can have horns that aren't jutting out 3 feet in front of the truck. And we can have a low forward light bar with our light rack on it and then beacon lights for when we have a heavy haul. I think that's pretty awesome. We also got new foot. No, I still like those. Okay. We also put new tires on the truck. These are the last tires we can get. There are other tires, there are tire packs that maybe I'll buy down the road. But for now, these are the tires we are going to use. And they don't get any better than this. These are better in rain, but I go for fuel. Rain doesn't really bother me. So we don't get a new transmission until level 10. We don't get another engine until level 10. But we are level 9. And by the end of the second cargo, there's a good chance we will be level 10. This is 38,000. And yeah, it would push me further back than I want. It would take me under 200,000 to do that. I'm not willing to do that right now. So we'll just stick with the regular cab. And we'll confirm the order for the new light bar. All right. It's this way. Little too fast. Cause see, that's the other thing about using a controller. You know, the speed in which your steering wheel turns is directly connected to the speed in which you're going. The faster you go, the worse your steering wheel turns. I may even change the steering a little bit more to be a little bit more sensitive. We'll see. That looks like our cargo right there. Yep, we'll take that. We're fine. Quit asking. It's always going to ask. I would actually have to shut off the ability for it to ask that. But yes, this is our cargo right here. And it's only 29 tons. We did, what, 34? We've done almost 50. So this will be just fine. I don't know how 29 tons in this game could be considered a heavy cargo. I'm just going to be honest with you. And the reasoning for that is my school bus, okay? This is a very different, well, we got the sign. My school bus, if fully loaded, students and everything else, has a gross vehicle weight of 30,000 pounds. That's 15 tons. That's half of this. That's actually still quite a lot. A fully loaded coach with passengers and luggage clocks in at about 20, 25. I mean, 30 tons really just does not seem. There's nobody coming. It's late at night. Oh, frick you, scams. I don't know why. It's my phone's been quiet for a very long time, but now suddenly I'm getting phone calls um, left and right, and it's about healthcare because it's an enrollment time, and I usually don't because I have a Hawaii number, but for some reason, the start of last month, and then it died off for a while. Now the start of this month, I'm getting a whole bunch of calls again, and it's so annoying because you know they're bullshit. I mean, whoops, I hit that a little too soon. Um, Especially here in Massachusetts, there are really no companies outside of Massachusetts that offer, um, that don't have some sort of base of operations in Massachusetts that offer healthcare in Massachusetts. Why? Because Massachusetts is very strict on its healthcare laws. So a lot of companies won't offer healthcare here that aren't major companies like Tufts, Blue Cross, Blue Shield. I mean, mine is a BMC, Boston Medical Center healthcare program, meaning that, they literally just like strictly deal in Boston. That's not to say that it won't be accepted or can't be accepted while traveling and out of state. It's just that they're born, the company is based here, started here. You know, even Tufts and Blue Cross, they have their Massachusetts healthcare, then they have their other healthcare for other states. Um, in many places, like if you miss open enrollment for Massachusetts, you can get, um, yeah, I'm on the wrong stripe a little bit. You can get, um, um, emergency health care, temporary health care, which will cover you until you can get into a more open enrollment. They're not as good as, please. I really got to stop that though. I got to pay attention to the road more. But again, when I get to talking, I tend not to. And of course, I actually did look up just as I cut that. So, but um, um, they're not as good as other programs, and I don't know how much they cost, but for the most part, um, you can get emergency health care, temporary health care coverage if you miss open enrollment in any state but Massachusetts. There is no company that offers emergency health care in Massachusetts because Massachusetts has very strict rules. I've got so much momentum on my side. Don't. You. Actually took a lot longer than I thought, and had I known, I wouldn't have done it. Those things could have gone really fucking horrible, and they still can if I don't slow down. I'm overdriving this big time. I need to stop. Especially because we've got a different trailer set up. This is the other kind of tandem trailer that you very typically get. I'm surprised I didn't get a speeding ticket. I really am. But when I get to a stop, like at the maybe at the ferry, we got a steep hill to climb here. We're gonna bleed speed pretty quickly, even though it's short. Something I gotta do. Put my beacons on for a minute just so I can see them. Woo, that's cool. Okay. But I know I was talking about healthcare. Yeah, Massachusetts is just really strict and nobody offers it. So I know they're scams. So I just keep blocking them and they fake numbers so that they can get through. We all know this. There's no way I'm going to bend this around properly. Other people probably can, but I'm not. So we're going to tap the back trailer. It's fine. But what's really scary is that these scams are continuing to go on. These scams have been going on forever, and that people fall for them. And what makes it even worse is there's really nothing that can be done. Because no matter what you do, no matter what defenses you come up with, eventually they're going to find a way around it. There is no security system. There is no, well, maybe not no security system. I don't know about Fort Knox, but I'm talking like cyber and phone. Like if they were able to actually track these phone calls back to cell phone, back to prepaid cell phones or whatever they're doing, if there were actually ways to do this, they would find a way to get around all that and protect themselves again. It would only be a matter of time. So there's really nothing that can be done to prevent this. And what makes it even sadder is that these people continue to do this because people fall for it still. They may have to call 10,000 people to get that one victim, but that one victim could be worth it. There's a woman I heard about just last month who truly believes that a celebrity, and I'm not going to, no, actually, I remember who it, I was saying I'm not going to mention this because I don't remember, but I do. George Clooney. Is somebody using George Clooney's name? She's 70 years old, 70 plus, and she truly believes that George Clooney is in love with her and that he's going to come and get her and take her away but that he needs help and that he transferred um, hundreds of $1,000s to her account, that then she needed to transfer to his personal account, to which, of course, the FBI responded and came and got all her bank records and closed her bank account. But even with that happening, even with the FBI coming, even with the investigation going on, even with the FBI telling her, this is a fake. This is no. She still vehemently believes that George Clooney loves her and is gonna come and get her. And she didn't give him any of her money, but she laundered money through her account for this scam artist. And again, she believes it. And this is what I'm talking about when I say people fall for this still. You know? This is what I mean when I say people fall for this. It may take um 10,000 calls or text, but people fall for this stuff. People still get tricked by it, and it's really depressing to hear. That's why these people still pull these scams, you know? Because eventually they will find somebody to fall for it. My mother got hit by a couple of them. She never fell for them. If she has any questions or fears, she immediately comes to me and asks. Um, but she actually had somebody, call her and give her, this is the FBI. If you don't send us this information, you're under investigation and all that. Oh, oh, here's the truth. Number one, if anything's going to happen with the FBI, you are guaranteed to get two things. First, a personal visit. The FBI is not going to call you on your phone and demand your information, tell you you're under investigation. They're going to show up and arrest you or talk to you in person because they have to. It's official. And the second thing that's going to happen is if you do get anything from the FBI, it'll be documented, written proof. It'll be in the mail. God, this is a sharp corner. They're not just going to call you on the phone. And so I confronted the guy, and I gave him a taste of his own medicine. It's like, oh, so you're a federal agent, huh? So I said, oh yeah, well, my name's, I didn't give him my real name. I said, my name's so and so. My name is Agent so and so, and I'm deputy director of the Massachusetts Homeland Security. And I'm telling you right now, I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna find out real soon. And when you and I meet, we're gonna have a lot to talk about. And click, he hung right up. You know, there are people that do this. I had somebody saying that they called my mother up and they said, "Oh, this is my friend's cell phone and this is his number and you stole this phone and I'm going to report you to the police and you need to pay." Yeah, you need to pay for it. And again, people fall for it. This is really, oh, and I meant to do something real quick. It's just really depressing that this happens because people wouldn't have to put up with these robocalls. They would not have to put up with these robocalls at all if people didn't fall for it. At least I don't think they would. You know, but there's that old saying, there's a sucker born every minute, and it's true. It's just a matter of finding them. I'm not free of mistakes online. I've fallen for a few fake websites that cost me. I accidentally fell into this one program And I tend to be very careful about things like this that I thought was legit. It wasn't, and my information got out there. Oh yeah, by the way, just to show, this is the other kind of dual trailer. Full-size trailer with a short trailer that's hooked up as a, like, kind of like standard trailer would be. So, yeah. How's this? Where do you want it? Oh, where should I place it? Just straight ahead? Well, you know what? Just take it. Yeah, that's not going to give us. But we should be fully rested. So we can just hit the freight market here and see if we got anything else more interesting. There ain't jack shit here that's interesting. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure where we are is where it is. Oh, really? That's going to go right across and then right up to where we've been. I have a feeling this is going to be what we take. It's a considerably less per mile, but there comes a point I stop caring about per mile and I go to more destination because I like to be places I haven't been. And this is just going to run us right up through here to here. And I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do that. So this is going to be the one we take. I have a feeling it's going to be a more interesting run. And it's a fragile cargo as well, so, you know. Man, that's a real pain in the butt that they just do that to you. But we're already here. Geez, I hope I can get out of here with this freaking trailer here. But you know it's here. You know it's here. So, you know it's there. You know it's there. It has to love is kill my mind. Something like that. How annoying is this? This is definitely a flaw in the game. And yes, this is a flaw in the game, not a flaw with a mod. Because these are game trailers. Oh, yeah. Alright, so we'll be smart to fuel up now. Let's see. There's got to be a gas station along the way, not too far, right? Right? Okay, yeah, not too far. And we are going to the rest, and especially this is an all driving. Are you gonna go? Go. This I can keep in the green band because this is just a regular cargo. It's not a heavy cargo. But we're gonna want to fuel up just for safety's sake. Alright, you're turning, so I'm good to go here. Oh, horns. The other horns were much better. Yeah, the other horns were much, much better. That's pitiful. That's absolutely pitiful. But I'd rather have that and look good, in my eyes look good, than what I had and look stupid. So now my highway cruising speed will be 110, which will keep me right up in the edge of that green band. headlights are on, right? Yes. I want to always leave my headlights on. It's a practice we do in school buses. We always leave our headlights on. Oh, not we. We have to by law. We're supposed to always have all of our lights on. Our headlights are always on automatically with school buses now, much like cars. But how about keeping your speed where you said you're gonna keep it? So the first thing I do is hit the lights, forgetting that I changed the button. I'll get used to it eventually. There we go. Now we're locked in. And my cruise control has a 5 kilometer per hour uh, tolerance for overspeed, so I can go up to 115 before the cruise control will try to slow me down. But with a 400 horsepower engine, I'm sorry, yes, it is my disgusting habit. We all have one. But with a 400 horsepower engine, ooh, this corner. Okay, we're good actually. Uh, and this is only 14 tons. This is going to actually go really. We're going to make quite a lot of distance, I feel, before we need to rest, because this will hopefully be mostly highway. We won't run into any issues, and yeah, we can just cruise, so we'll be fairly fuel efficient, and we'll get some nice distance out of this. We'll only have to contend with tolls and with if there's any, and needing a gas station. And then when we hit our rest stop, I will stop the video, and that'll be the end of it. Most likely. It actually depends. On a trip like this, I may be close enough just to keep going. The other trip took a lot longer than this one will, because a lot of back roads with a really heavy cargo, I really wasn't able to get up to any kind, sorry, of real speed. I wasn't really able to get up to any kind of real speed. Like I said, I rarely got out of 11th gear, let alone into 12th. Um, so that was like really slow. But with this one, I mean, what, we were 1,300 miles or something? I don't know, but the last I looked, we were over 1,000 kilometers. I'm sorry, I'm moving over. We were over 1,000 kilometers, and now we're down to 900. You know? And the only thing we're gonna have to do, the only thing we're gonna really have to do is pull over. Oh, this corner. Pull over and stop long enough to get fuel. Then it's however long this highway run lasts, or the various highway runs last, where I can get up to speed and not have to slow down. Now, theoretically, I don't even have to stop for fuel. Theoretically. I don't have to worry about stopping for fuel until that number on my fuel gauge, the 1,185 kilometers, is actually less than the number on the trip meter on the right. Kind of hard to believe I just got this truck, and this is only episode 9. We haven't even done 10 episodes yet, and we've already put over 5,000 kilometers on it. Although in terms of a truck, 5,000 kilometers is not a lot. Um, what was it? The Cokeaholic, Al Quiring, not his truck, although I have no doubt his truck's up there. His buddy's truck, his friend and coworker. When Al bought him a new truck and they got rid of the older tow truck, that older tow truck had 1 million miles on it. Now I don't know if that was 1 million driving miles. It's actually quite possible, or if that was 1 million operational miles, which means the engine had gone for 1 million miles. But 1 million miles. It's very common for big rigs to have hundreds of thousands of miles on them and still be considered really, really good. You know, Especially if you take care of them. That's the same to say true for everything. If you really take care of it, it'll really be in great shape. Plenty of old cars have been really taken care of, look immaculate and run great. My motorcycle's a 98, and except for one blemish on the tank, which is underneath the tank strap, you wouldn't know really how old it is unless you knew motorcycles. I'm going to turn that rumble stripe off. Rumble strip. Now, I will have to slow down here, if for nothing else. Then the traffic in front of me is going to make me slow down. I would have to slow down anyways. There was no way I was going to hit this at 110 and make it. At least maybe I could. I just wasn't going to. We're not terrible. We've already gone from when I looked. I don't know how long this was overall, but from when I looked, we've already made 200 kilometers. If we keep up nice high rolling momentum like this, it is not beyond the realm of reason that we make it before needing a rest. I doubt it, but we probably could get very close. It would not surprise me. I have thought about um, putting out a separate vlog video, just to, yeah, I'm not going to stop for fuel now. I've still got almost 1,100 kilometers, and I've got 775 kilometers to go. So I've got a good 300-kilometer cushion before I need fuel. So I could use fuel faster than the kilometers are dropping. So it is possible that the fuel gauge drops below. Oh, okay. I see you. Unless you drove long distance, you'd be surprised how common that is. I drove from here in Massachusetts to Atlanta and from here in Massachusetts to Minnesota, and coming across road construction is not all that uncommon to slow you down. A matter of fact, other than standard traffic jams for accidents or just busy hour traffic, can we stay on my side of the road? Maybe. Um, Road construction is like the second or third most common reason um, to slow down and lose momentum while driving. When I went to Atlanta, I took my Camry. I had my Toyota Camry at the time. Um, I know I probably mentioned at some point, but after I got into the accident with my Rogue, I had a 2015 Nissan Rogue, finance less than 30,000 miles. I didn't even have it 45 days, and it got totaled by an F-150 that broadsided me. Um, but I'm gonna move over now before he gets here. I ended up the next car I got was a 2018 Toyota Camry, which is hilarious. At the time, it was towards the end, I believe. It was like August, so it was the second half. We were into the second half of 2018. Yeah, we were in the second half of 2018. It was brand new. It was the first brand new car I ever owned. 25 miles on it. Um, 2.0 liter, 205 horsepower, four-cylinder engine on a full-size sedan. It was actually really roomy, incredibly peppy, very strong for a four-cylinder engine. This thing could go. And I give the Camry styling this year credit. It looks amazing. You could drop a twin turbocharged six in that, or a big eight, and it just not be misplaced. I mean, it could almost, if you go with like a coupe version, if you go two door with a big powerful engine, you could mistake this thing for maybe not a super sports car, but a really really fast sports car. Um, so it was really nice, but it was not what I really wanted. I'm an SUV or pickup person. But I got to admit, I had that 2018 Camry, and some of the first miles I put on it was going to Atlanta. So that was like 1,200 miles down, 1,200 miles back. So I put 2,400 miles on the Camry in that trip to Atlanta to go and visit a friend. And yeah, I apologize. Yeah, you can hear my mother talking on the phone probably. I never thought about that. But I'm not closing my door because if my mother needs me, I need to be able to hear. So if you hear a conversation, clearly I apologize. Just think of it as my atmosphere. It's my ambiance. Something extra you don't get with most people. Um, but anyways, besides that, God, I really need to stay on my side of the road. God, we are making time. This is refreshing after all those slow, heavy loads. This is very refreshing. Um, oh, excuse me. I didn't sleep nearly as much as I should have last night. But I'm trying to think of where. Oh yeah, I drove to Atlanta, and when I was like in full cruise mode, I could cruise. I easily cruise 80 miles per hour, even in my truck. I'll cruise 75, 80 miles an hour. But when I was going for like maximum fuel efficiency, first off, don't use the cruise control. Don't ever use the cruise control for maximum fuel efficiency because you'll never get it. I know people say you will, but I actually can hold a steady speed if I pay attention much better than cruise control. Because cruise control is meant to hold speed, so if you're climbing a hill, it'll really push that throttle to hold speed. Or you may be okay losing some miles per hour going up that hill. Um, but beyond that, what I'm trying to say is when heading to Atlanta, the maximum I could get out of this tells me to stay on this side. I don't think it matters which side I'm on because it probably merges right back in down there by the looks of it. But I was getting 44 miles per gallon. 44. Now there are people, oh yeah, electric cars. Oh, my Prius gets that in town. That's not the point. That's not the point. This was a standard, not even high end. Just yeah, see, it just all mixes back here. This is a standard 2018 full size sedan Camry four cylinder that was pulling 44 miles to the gallon on the highway. That's impressive. I I think Toyota's really one of those companies. Oh, that was the loan. I feel like Toyota's really one of those companies that deserve its title, deserve its reputation. Unlike Ford, who I felt really kind of has fallen out and is getting by in their reputation, but their quality doesn't match their reputation anymore. Um, versus Toyota, who is more expensive than like your Subarus, your Hyundais, Hondas, Nissans, Mitsubishis, things like that, Kias. Toyota's more expensive, but I think it's deserved. Um, I really think it's deserved. I'm actually doing, because of the highway cruise, I'm actually doing better fuel efficiency wise. Um, because now I've got, oh, I had, maybe because of the hill now, I had a 400 kilometer cushion, whereas beforehand I had a high 300. But that's neither here nor there. Uh, and looking like we are going to make it to the destination. I'm tired myself because I did not sleep nearly as much as I should. But getting back to the subject, um, I was just really impressed with its gas mileage. I mean, 1,200 miles. I only had to fuel up once. No, I drove, stopped, fueled up, drove the rest of the way, and then had to fuel up when I got there. As opposed to my truck, which I drove 1,500 miles to Minnesota, and I was getting 17, 18 miles per gallon traveling on the highway as opposed to 44. Yeah, it was a little different. I got worse coming back because I was towing the U-Haul trailer. Hi. Um, but I know a lot of people out there are big pro Ford people, and I should stop at the next fuel station, fuel up, just cause it'll be convenient. So if there's another fuel up station, and with 440 kilometers to go, there should be another petrol station, diesel station, fuel station, whatever you want to call them, up ahead. I should stop somewhere along the way just because it'd be convenient. Even though I can go 800, almost 40 kilometers, and I only need 430. I need to go this way. Not that way, though. I do need to slow down now, though. Feels weird having a regular trailer at this point that doesn't weigh 9 bazillion, well, not bazillion, but, isn't like 30, 40, 50 tons. I suffer this issue when driving my school bus. I can be wide awake here at home all day if I'll get behind the wheel of my school bus and I'll drive it for half an hour and I'll start. Oh my God, I'm tired. Oh, and no amount of coffee counteracts being tired. None whatsoever. I could drink. I drank an extra large cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee and I'm still. But what I do is I get a big thing of that Icebreakers gum, those cubes. I think it's Icebreakers, and I pop like 4 or 5 of those little cubes into my mouth and I chew. And for the 20, 30 minutes that I chew, it just keeps me wide awake. Then I'll spit the gum out, and another 10 or 15 minutes, I'll start feeling tired again, and I pop a few more. And especially my run's an hour and a half long, no joke. And that doesn't include the return time back to back to the lot up the street. To give you an idea, and I also have a second run. I didn't have that run today. My elementary school run, doesn't happen on Wednesday. I'm like the only person who runs two different schools with two different time schedules. Most schools have Group A and Group B. Group A goes Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, the school's deep cleaned. Group B goes Thursday and Friday. Well, I drive for Norfolk County Agricultural, and they go Group A goes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. School gets deep cleaned on Wednesday, on Monday, and then Group B goes the next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So they alternate back and forth week for week. But I also drive speed. Hello. I also drive for the Ben Franklin Charter School, which is well, I want to say elementary school, but I think it's actually, I don't know if any high schoolers go there, but we're about to get seventh and eighth graders on our bus as well. So that's not just elementary. We go all the way up to eighth grade. So we're about to get them this coming week. They go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays off, and then Group B goes Thursday, Friday. So because of all of that, um, on Monday I only do the elementary school, which the first pickup's at 8:15 in the morning. I drop off by 8:45, 8:50, so it's a 30-minute deal. And then I drop the bus off. I'm done in maybe about an hour at most, less, maybe even less than an hour. Okay, yeah, I can do this. Um, I'm sorry I keep snorting too, especially when I'm tired. Um, this is what happens. I just snort a hell of a lot. And 'cause my nose runs while I talk, it's really weird. But anyways, from Monday I have that. Then Tuesday I have both elementary and high school. Then Wednesday, today, I only have high school. And then Thursday, Friday, I have elementary and high school. Speed. Oops. Let's just. Also turn my lights off. Oh, I guess that didn't kick in. I guess I turned it off. There we go. Oh, well, there is a fuel station here. So let's do this. Again, we don't have to, but why not? Oh, these fuel tanks. Glad I have them, though. So I don't know if there's anything I can do, but oh yeah, I can't right now. I want to look. My next rest stop is in 3 hours, 3 hours and 57 minutes. I probably could get ahead of that, but let's play it safe. Let's rest. We've got the time. And because we're so close, I'm going to finish the run. 257 kilometers is nothing. So we will finish this. Especially that we're able to just bomb on the highway here. So anyways, as I was saying, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm out the door at 5:30. My bus, on my bus, on the road, headed to my first stop by 5:45. Leave my first stop at 6:10. Drop them off. I'm at the school by 7:30, but I cannot let them out of the bus until 7:43. Don't ask, I'm not going to explain it, just trust me. Then I drive from 7:45. I drive to my staging area for my elementary school kids, which is uh, they start at 8:15. I'm usually there at 8:05, so I wait for 10 minutes, pick them all up, get them to school 8:45, and then from 8:45 to back to the base yard 9 o'clock, and home a little after 9. So from wake up out of bed to step back in the house done is 4 hours. Then I'm home from 9 till 1:30, and then I'm back out at 1:30, leave the parking lot 1:45. I need to slow down. We're in a town. Ah, shoot. We're just gonna have to wait. Okay, well he stopped, so that's good. But we're just gonna have to wait. This is my fault. There is a question mark. Actually, no, let's go straight. Because we can get the question mark that's there, which is likely a recruitment agency. Oh, shush. You're fine. Alright, dude, you need to just let me over. Alright. There's no way you haven't built up enough fuel pressure. Air pressure, rather. It is a recruitment agency, but we unlock it. Oh, there's another agency up here. There's a question mark up here. takes trash in the road rather than on the sidewalk. Hopefully this will unlock right here. Whatever this is. Nope. I'm going to have to turn left. It's a man dealership. But I'm going to unlock it anyways. Because I'm here. 11 o'clock. Oh, I've really been going an hour, huh? No, I'm not here to purchase this garage. It would probably be just as easy to go around. Boy, I hit those brakes just in time. But I'm just using this to turn around. So I can go this way. We're in a town. My mom on the phone with CVS. It's just if I can hear it very clearly, you can probably hear it very, very clearly. Uh, maybe not. But she's checking her meds. I don't know why she'd have any. I don't think she's due up yet. But that's beside the point. That's not something I need to talk about. Nah, I'm going through and getting fined a lot. I honestly thought I could make it before it turned red. Then it turned red and it was way too late for me to stop. I'm going to chalk that one up to me being tired and me being tired, not having the best decision-making abilities right now. Shoot, what was I going to say? Oh, I was talking about. So yeah, I stage up at the school by 2:10. They come out at 2:20, leave at 2:28. Drop them all off. Usually done by between 3:30 and 3:45. Sometimes 4 o'clock if traffic's really bad. But usually I'm parking by 4 o'clock and home by just a little bit after 4. Today is going to be different. Today I'm going to be coming home, grabbing a trailer, and then I'm going to make a long trip out to East Bridgewater to pick up a treadmill. I am buying a treadmill, a nice one, hopefully nice one, a bigger one, not a little space saving one like I had, and I hopefully will be able to start walking on it to help bring my weight more under control. And then maybe when I start going to a gym again, when the virus is under control, I can get rid of it or hold it for maybe other times. I don't know. Whatever happens, happens. Why am I going 128? I have to stay behind this guy for now because I need to go this way. But yeah, the last run was really long because we just had a lot of heavy weight. Took a lot of time to get up to speed. We couldn't really cruise. Um, a lot of stuff just slowed us down, especially around 30, 35 tons, whatever it was. This, it's much easier for get up to speed. Bella! And then once we're up to speed, we've been able to hold it quite easily and just, cruise. Just like this. Nice and smooth, holding 100, between 100, like 105, 110, all the way. This is like, what, 60, 65, 65? I think around 65. This is like 1.6 kilometers per hour per every mile. Like, so the quickest way to be within a very rough distance is to go 2 kilometers per every mile. So this would be 55, but I know it's not. I believe it's around 60 to 65 at 1.6. Oh, that was the wrong way. Well, this run just became a hell of a lot longer. Unless I can find a way to cross between guardrails. Again, me being tired did not help any situation whatsoever here. Man, that was horrible. Well, this sucks. What should have been a nice short vid. I'm watching for what I probably won't find, which is a gap in the guardrail, so I don't have to go however far this is going to take me. I just went from being a couple hours away to being 5 hours. I should have just backed up. I probably could have gotten away with it. But now this is where the cruise rule gets thrown out. And I just pour on the speed as long as I can handle the corners. I swear I'm going to get rid of that turbo whistling. Yes, unless we're coming up on traffic, we're going to stay in the middle of the road to give us the most maneuverability. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get lucky enough to find a break in the guardrail anywhere in time. Bella, let him lay down. It's a cool effect on the lighting, though. I'll say that much. Damn it. I hate when I do this. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Yes, highly illegal, but I've also seen trucks pull it. And that shaved a good 3 hours off my run, so I'm kind of back where I was. That is exactly what I was looking for. Oops. No, no. I'm not sure what I hit, but I hit it. So now we'll go back to our 110 cruise speed because we're down to 131 kilometers. It's a little bit longer than what it should have been, but not nearly as long had we not made that maneuver. No, I shouldn't be hitting cruise control there. Not up to speed yet. Also, that car going by sounded like it needed a muffler or, with some kind of specialty engine. It was pretty cool. About the only thing I can do is whee. So I totally forget what I was talking about before I pulled that boneheaded move. Um, yeah, my time with school. Yeah, so I'm up and getting ready and going and out to work for a total of 4 hours. Um, with a little bit of, about a half hour of that is getting up, waking up, getting ready to go. Um, my travel time to my bus is literally 2 minutes, if that. Then there's my time in the bus going to the pickup, which is kind of my official start for work. So, no, excuse me. Let him lay down. Lay down. Come on, Bruce. You can lay down, buddy. It's all right. It's all right. Come on. Come on. Here. Yeah. Bella has always been like that. She's very territorial about her sleeping area, and it's something I got to stop her from doing. To be honest, that was the way I was supposed to go. Now we're back where I should have been. I'm going to move over whether you like it or not. Oh, I'm up to 112. My phone's saying a lot, isn't it? I gotta figure out which button on my controller is the resume cruise control. Okay, we got a dual split here. Oh, okay. I see why. It's actually a very long, weird loop. Ashford. Again, I didn't spell it. I only butchered the pronunciation of it to sound like fart. Because fart's funny! It is. I'm sorry, it is. Most of America has that immature-ish side of them, and that includes me. That's why I'm not trying to go fast. Because I knew this shit would happen. Hit the parking brake. That sounds better than the other horns I put on. Oh, I wasn't watching the light. Again, I am tired. I should probably nap while I can. Which means I won't nap while I can. I might get lucky and the light change here, so I don't have to come to a full stop. Dresden. Dresden? Dresden. I'd go with Dresden. Dude, let me over. Let me over. Sometimes you just gotta make the AI obey, you know? And sometimes you really need to stop. Okay, there's two question marks here, so there is also a dealership and a recruitment agency here. After we drop the trailer off, we will go unlock both. Go do our repair rest, and then see what we got for our next load on the next trip, for the next video. That's not going to remain green all the way. Yeah. No. See, this is what happens if I don't block the numbers. Why do I have a text message? Good morning. Oh, the Christmas week. Probably for the high school. What students will be, when we'll be driving. Because they're really making it up as they go. I'll read that later. Then I gotta block all those spam calls because they reuse those numbers for a little while. This is a standard trailer. I'll be able to park this. I'm trying to use the brake as little as possible. I don't know any truck that runs out of air pressure that fast. I don't think I'm gonna get this. I'm trying to do it without hitting the brake too much, so I don't have to keep listening to that. I am so gonna get... I'm gonna turn that off. Now. Traffic offense. Heavy cargo screen warning. I don't need that. Show cutscene, steering auto center, panic retarder, realistic fuel consumption. I probably passed it because it's in here. Air brake simulation. Bam! Shut up. Because I don't find it very stimulating. As somebody who drove a vehicle that used air brakes in a lot of traffic, um, I really don't agree with how often that goes off in town. Did we reach our next level? Yes, we did. Woo, we got level 10. We get our first ADR. And we get new upgrades. Looks like we get our side, oh no, paint. We get our side skirts, maybe a horn, door handles, a 6x2x4 chassis, which means a wheel we can lower. That we may put on. We also get a 420 horsepower engine, which we will probably definitely get. We should also get a new transmission. Light Broad Scania V8 Panel R. We'll look into that. All kinds of side skirts. Classic 6x2 long tail lift, which means this axle lifts. Classic 6x2x4R, which means I don't know if this means it's single wheel or it lifts, but we'll go for lift and transmit. We definitely got some stuff to go. No, we can do it here. Just whatever. Can I? Truck upgrades. And actually, we've got a couple things we need to do first. Pay attention. And they wonder why I like cab overs. Had this truck had a nose, we would have hit that. Come on. Okay. This is improvement. I know what this is going to incur. Or not. But I want to go unlock that dealership. And it's a Scania dealership. Damn it. I may just go hire one driver and one truck for now. I'm really thinking that's what I'm going to do. One driver, one truck. I usually do two drivers, two trucks. But I'm just having no luck with Iveco. But you know the minute I do that, I'm going to come across an Iveco dealership. We got some serious upgrades to put on this truck. We always service the truck first. And upgrades. Engine. 420 horses. Now, this is a 6x2x4. Yeah, meaning that this center axle is only a 2. I think that center axle may turn as well, but look at how tiny those tanks are. Oh, tiny fuel tanks. Those are a little bit bigger with the lift axle in the back. I think this is the better one because I get slightly larger fuel tanks. Because again, I only need to put that down for heavy cargo. I don't have I don't have fuel efficiency. Transmission. 12 speed retarder ratio 9.16 by 80 differential 3.8. This takes me out of heavy cargo more than what I have. I think we stay with this one. Just because that helps with the heavy cargo more. Might as well go with the high top now. If we're going to put out this kind of money. Did that. We did that. Again, I'm not going to worry about center hubs or anything like that. We do have a different horn, the Griffin 2, which is longer. So, of course, you know that's what we're going to do. Wonder where that Scania 8 light thing came from. It's not there. None of it's there. Not there. None of it's there. We are going to do the side skirts. Must be for a different truck. Which I'll get eventually. But we're going to deck out our truck finally. Make our truck pretty. And before I go and rest, we are going to truck dealers. I believe the Renault is the cheapest, but we're going to look. Oh, 4 trucks, 5 trucks working by. All right. Fine. We're just going to Renault then. No. Fine. You know, let's go Scania because we're here. It's 129,000. 112,000. 13, 17, 18. I'll leave that. The Scania R is the... So it's 112 versus 113, and the difference is nada. All right. We're going to purchase it. Nope. We're going to put it in our garage. And then from there, recruitment agencies. Hire a driver. ADRs. This is the only one that... It's the highest rated. This is fragile. Nobody has long distance, huh? Fine. Driver manager. Balanced. Leaving him on balance would probably be the best. But I'm going to put him on high value, so he gets a point there. Then fragile, then that. Then I'm just going to slap him to long distance and have him finish his ADR. Or may even put him on fuel economy after that. But 43,000 with what I'm be able to pull now, is more than enough to keep me going. Rest is over there. And we need our rest. The loan can come through. It's fine. Oh, we got 1,000. We got 1,800 from Peter, and then the loan installment. We're down to 36, but we'll be fine because I can keep things afloat now. So what do we got? Oh, massive tech part. That's 13,000. That's 12,000. And then this 19th, but that goes back right where we came from. That goes back right where we came from. Well, no, it goes through here and then to somewhere we haven't been. Man, what's with all the stuff like going north-south? Where's the east-west shit, you know? Jeez, I'd have to come all the way down here to get something going this way. But what I'm gonna do is I'm likely gonna take this. One of these two. They're both the same distance. This is worth more money. It's another box. I'd rather have this because it's more interesting. But this is 1361 versus 1267. So that is what I'm going to take. We will set destination for that. We're not going to do that now. We'll do that in the next episode and maybe another delivery on top of that, or at least part of delivery. We'll see. But that's going to be me done for this episode, folks. I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've been enjoying bringing it to you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, this is going to be One Big Bug. I'm going to be signing out. I'll see you then.